Pranjal, you touched upon education, skilling, and like having read your book, I know that you have a astute understanding of fourth industrial revolution. Let me start by a broader question. Do you think India is taking concrete steps to march closer towards the fourth industrial revolution? Do you see something beyond pilots and talk going on? If yes, what is that?
I think there is still some effort to be made. There is what I think one should accept and celebrate is that there is recognition that there is a fundamental change which is happening. So the name of my book is Kranti Nation, India and the Fourth Industrial Revolution. And I use this word because I abbreviated the words. It's called KRANTI. It's Knowledge, Research and New Technology in India. And if you remember, if you recall, a few days ago, Prime Minister started using the word Anusandhan, which is research. So we need knowledge, we need research, we need new technology in India, which is now accepted in the government. And I think that's an important achievement. It's now for the government system and the various agencies to start building on this. You know, even if we are building new medical colleges, we are building new IITs, we don't have the faculty for those. And that's being a crying need for the country. You must have seen the recent list which talks about the top 100 scientists of the world. Indians are missing in those. You know, we have barely 10 out of the top scientists of the world. This is based on the kind of work which has been published and activated, and this is applied technologies and thoughts and research as well. I think this government has not been able to build that kind of momentum, but I can understand it because there are a lot of other achievements that it has made. But on education, we've had 2 or 3 committees which have been set up to reform the education system. We are still not helping our children to be attuned to the new way of looking at technology. STEM, which is a fundamental focus, is still in such a siloed fashion. We have very old bureaucratic organizations where there's better thinking now, but the structures haven't changed.
Right.
So you still have a situation where a student who does not do physics, chemistry or maths and leaves one of them out cannot do a BSc or a BTech in India. While in other countries, especially US, where loads of our children go, you can do a BA in computer science.
Yeah.
Now, if you say BA in computer science to any educator in India, their brains will explode. Why? Because they can't put BA and science together. Now, these are very fundamental rigidities in our education system, which I think have to be addressed as soon as possible. Then I would say that the important strides towards changing our country will happen. The use of technology is tremendous. What has happened in terms of, as I think Neha gave a great example of having a dashboard and monitoring things, the government systems and the delivery systems have been tremendous. But apart from the use of technology, enabling it for people to become more comfortable about it, skilling people in terms of, you know, our from school, college to higher education, we have still teaching science of the 1960s. So we have to move towards that. Now that the government is using technology in the most public way possible, I hope that in the next effort would be to ensure that education and skilling becomes more modern, more flexible and not rigid, to ensure that, you know, we get all the benefits of the fourth industrial revolution. Otherwise, you know, this will hold us back in a very strong way.
I completely agree. I firmly believe that India suffers from what I like to call the great Macaulay hangover. Somehow we still haven't gotten past it. But I was encouraged to read that the government recently has decided to launch an AI curriculum in standard 8, 9, 10. They're talking about it. Let's see when that gets introduced.
It's very important because, you know, this is something which you have to get the psyche of the society to be attuned towards technology because it is there in everything. So whether you talk about health tech, edu tech, you talk about fintech, it's there. We are using it. As users, we are aware of it, but as learners, we are not.
Do you feel on fourth industrial revolution, do you think that as a country, we are asking the right questions, all factors considered, privacy, security, AI, blockchain, everything considered? Are we asking ourselves the right questions or not?
Yes, I think, as I said, the society and the government and all the bodies are asking the right questions. They have finally understood the importance of this fundamental shift. Now, an action plan has to be built on it.